in the future, we'll probably have to put a blanket up. I think every time we do this podcast, we'll start it out with talking about what we'll do next time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Riff Raff. Riff Raff. Oh, Riff Raff. Riff Raff.
This is just after, this is post having a Christmas cold. My voice is extra beaten up.
Yeah. Extra bass.
People all the time tell me that I sound like Seth Rogen, and I don't mean to.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes.
Can you do his laugh?
Yeah, but I don't think I can do it voluntarily. Like, it sounds more like, a shitty henchman.
Yeah, his laugh has like bumps in it. He goes like,
I can't. You know what? I probably, if I watched it like once, I'd probably figure it out.
Yeah.
But some people tell me I do laugh like him, but I'm not noticing. Like, I'm not actively trying to do that, and like I can't bring it out.
Yeah.
It just happens. A lot of times people will be like, "Has anyone told you sound like Seth Rogen?" And then I'll do it,
Right.
and then, but I'm not trying to be like, I don't know, do they? And then do like I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not putting on a
this
fucking,
whole thing?
I'm not putting on a show for anybody. I'm not like, oh, I haven't even prepared, and then whipping out a fucking
Right. Yeah.
whole thing of musical notes or whatever. Anyway, but I think I just nervously do it when they say that.
Yeah. It's almost like a hillbilly, like, hill, but it's like weed created it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I actually knew a guy in high school whose laugh was like a
Yeah.
and it was really fun to make him laugh.
Yeah. The snorters are the best, you know?
Yeah, snorters are good.
Yeah. It always like continues the laugh off, you know?
Snorters are good because on some way it also sounds like they're dying.
Yeah.
Like when you get somebody laughing to the point that they're like, please,
Yeah.
like, and they can barely get the word out.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember my sister, she at one point had like stitches in her lip because a dog bit her. And like she couldn't laugh. Like they told her, you're not supposed to laugh. And it's like after that point, like we just like kept like making her laugh on accident. Like we were killing and we didn't even mean to, you know?
It's true. There's got to be, I wonder if you could convert that to stand up where you repeatedly tell an audience not to laugh.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, for every time you laugh, you have to pay a higher ticket price.
Yeah. But you get them drunk too. I feel like that's
Right.
part of it.
Yeah. 2-3 beers.
Yeah.
Enough to still be able to make noise at all.
I feel like Scoville could probably pull that off.
When I was a kid, my older brother used to, I don't know what it was. I had a weird thing about etymology with like certain words. And it was like phonetics was funny to me.
Right.
Trying to think of an example. Oh, I don't know why. My brother said King Wicker one time, and I died laughing for like a good 30 minutes on a road trip.
You might be autistic.
Really?
No, I'm just
Is that a thing?
I don't know. Wait, you died laughing?
I don't even know why I did. I think it just sounded funny because it sounded like it wasn't quite a dirty word. Like it sounded like a dirty word, but it was like knocking on the door of dirty words, but it didn't
Yeah.
go in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
Also, I was probably like maybe 9.
Yeah. You were probably high too.
No, well, I don't think I started smoking weed till I was 10.
Okay. Yeah. You ever see Donnie Darko?
Yeah, but I don't remember it very well other than like it's about a guy who eventually kills himself because he sees a bunny.
I don't know. I don't remember it, but I remember liking it because I knew it was like edgy, you know?
Oh yeah, there was a lot of that. I think that's why I knew of the movie. I also always got it confused with Donnie Brasco.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. But at one point Drew Barrymore goes like,
all the endless combinations of words in all of history that cellar door is the most beautiful.
the most beautiful phrase in the English language, cellar door. I like
Who says that?
Drew Barrymore, right?
Is she in that?
I think she is. She's like the lady who's like Charlie's Angels,
I know
right?
Seth Rogen's in it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's the bully kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I just always like.
Is it Drew Barrymore or
I
is
think
it?
so.
You might be thinking of Poltergeist.
Wait, is she in Poltergeist?
She's the baby in Poltergeist.
Oh, wait, she's the baby in E.T., right?
Oh, maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Who's the baby in Poltergeist? You know, we set up all these screens and we didn't put one in front of us to look shit up.
Oh, fucking. we'll look it up eventually.
We got 4 screens,
Yeah.
and I can't do anything on any of them.
Yeah, we can't reach anything. Oh, we had a bit the other day where what if this guy he emailed customer service, but he's kind of like a boomer and stuff, so like instead of just emailing his problem, he does like a voice record.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that? And then at the end he goes like end transmission.
Oh yeah.
To stop the voice
End
record.
it. End transmission. Google.
Yeah.
End it. I'm coming. Yeah, I'll be there in a second.
You know how mangled my cock is right now. Yeah, like the next minute and a half is just him trying to end
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's right, because he got his penis caught in his zipper.
That's right.
I was
And he's
doing up
blaming-
my pants,
Yeah.
and I got caught.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's calling like some customer service.
End transmission. Ah, jeez, I got it caught again.
Oh god. Yeah.
I like this extra arm. This extra arm's good.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like a
Oh shit.
desk tripod.
There you go. When you want to be intimidating, you just open it up. Yeah. What do you mean you don't like Ninja Turtles?
Yeah. Me and a buddy of mine were trying to come up with a morality dictator or like a personality test based on the Ninja Turtles. Like everybody's a combination,
Oh yeah.
a ratio of each of the Ninja Turtles.
I remember I brought this up to you. I was like, yo, like what if there was like a quiz that's like, which Ninja Turtle are you? Type thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a fucking 1,000 of them.
Well, yeah. But they're all
Right.
probably shitty.
They're probably all written by somebody who's like, I got to get this out before like an hour from now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
not a lot of work into it. Yeah, I don't know. I think like Leo's obviously the leadership role guy. Donatello's, I don't know, curiosity.
Mm.
Raphael is this anger,
Mm.
and Mikey's
MC Hammer.
your party side. Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody's a combination of all 4, but the ratios are different.
Yeah. It's like Myers-Briggs. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, which one's that one though?
It's like where you're ENFJ.
I don't remember what I was.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of useless because everybody changes throughout their life.
Right.
Like you can do it one week, do it in the next week, and it's going to be different probably. But yeah, like that'd be sick if there was like some, yeah, you could see like how much of Donatello you are, and like, yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think that could be buildable.
Yeah.
You just
for
need to
sure.
make a questionnaire, and the longer the questionnaire, the more accurate the results.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if it is actually meaningful in any way, you know, or if it's just like, if it's like the same thing as Myers-Briggs, where it's like, you know, it can change over time. I wonder.
Well, I'm sure it could change over time. Like, it's based off of your personality, which, you know, most people like to say they're in a box, but they change their minds all the fucking time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Such a Leo thing to do. It's stupid.
Wait, that's so funny. You could be like, "You're such a Leo."
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, I'm Aquarius." No, I mean,
no. I'm actually talking about.
yeah, my own thing. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
this
a
is
thing
my.
you've never heard before.
No, this is actually. This is different. This is. I made this one up.
What if you start combining like different things? You're like, oh, you're such a Darth Vader, Leo.
Yeah.
Like
You're like a Vader Leo, but like your moon is in Pikachu.
you're Deep Moon Pikachu.
Your deep moon Pikachu.
They're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That could be the name of the episode.
Deep Moon Pikachu.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to talk about what the fuck the name of this podcast is.
Well, I'm gonna put a petition in for Deep Moon Pikachu.
All right. We'll see how the council decides on that.
Deep Moon Pikachu does sound like one of those crazy Japanese N64 games that never showed up on North American soil.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Pokemon? The what was the Pikachu one called?
Hey You Pikachu.
Yeah. Which I believe the Japanese version was Pikachu is feeling fine.
Oh, nice.
That was the actual translation. Yeah, that game sucked hard though.
Yeah. It was like voice controlled or something, right?
Well, it was like, yeah, but before voice control was the thing, they'd built the microphone. They hadn't built how to do it.
Right.
So they shipped these things out, and you could just yell at it,
Right.
and it would like turn around and look at you, and then it would go back to whatever it was doing.
Yeah, I fucking hate those games. They never work.
My dad, because he was not like a technology guy or anything like that, but every once in a while a video game would come out that he'd hear about that he'd be like, oh, I want to try that because it lined up with he liked. And one of them was NFL coach. I think it was like Madden coach or something like that, or Blitz, the league coach.
Right.
Yeah, anyway, the idea was that he used the Xbox headset and you could be the coach.
Right.
So you'd like call out the plays.
Oh, God.
And watching my dad try to struggle with this thing, who already has computer problems, it was heartbreaking. Because like the mic isn't going to pick it up even if you know how to work with the flaws.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's not going to figure that out.
No.
It was a terrible system.
Yeah.
One of my favorite though memories is my dad rented Caesar's Palace for Super Nintendo.
What the fuck is that?
It was basically a game where you walk around Caesar's Palace and you can play different like
Oh my
card games.
That is the lamest fucking game I've ever heard of.
He used to, one of the things he used to, like he did it as a bit, but he pretended to get stuck on the escalator. It'd be like going the wrong way.
God damn it.
It was pretty fucking funny. Yeah, like half the time he would just get lost walking around the casino. Because he was just taking it all in.
He's playing a different game.
Yeah.
Would he go to the bathroom too?
Yeah.
Look for the bathroom. That is so fucking funny. Holy shit.
The slot machine took my money.
Yeah. Yeah, he goes out to the front and he's just like saying
it owes me a free play.
He's talking out loud to the street Riff Raff.
He's just doing complaints.
Please help. That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, he's just doing complaint simulator.
Yeah.
I want to see a manager.
I gave you more chips than that.
Yeah.
There's a pit boss that walks up in the game. Sir, is everything okay here?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Holy shit, dude.
Sir, we've reviewed the tapes, and we're suspecting you of counting cards.
You are.
This is all part of the game.
Yeah.
They like pull you. They pull you into the back alley. You're just getting your ass kicked.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of like 8-bit fucking characters.
Yeah. Just. Yeah.
You just.
Oh, it's so good. Holy shit. Damn, they need to make this fucking
It
game.
turns. It's the game. It's the movie Casino. The game.
Yeah. Yeah, but the gameplay is like 12 hours of playing blackjack and losing all your money. And then finally at the end of that, you actually get to that.
That kind of reminds me of all those like weird simulator games. Like have you ever played the farming simulator games?
Yeah.
I've given them a good 3 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't need more than that. And I mean, about 2 minutes of that was the intro song, by the way, which was the most like over the top. It was like it It was like if you had asked Nickelback to play a show and then you told them, if you don't knock this out of the park tonight, Nickelback is over.
What the fuck?
That's how intense the opening to Farming Simulator. I believe it's 2019. It was like whatever the last Farming Simulator that was free on the PlayStation Network.
Jamie, can we verify that?
Yeah, Jamie, look that up.
Like just the silence.
And we're back.
Yeah.
You do need a third man because otherwise you kind of like, you either become an echo chamber or you become like opposing forces.
Right. Yeah, give me that lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll use this cane.
Yeah.
This is the penis cane.
What?
Have I not explained the origin of this?
You have, but why is it the penis cane?
Well, okay, so when I was working at that construction site and I was doing demolition,
Yes.
and the guy who owned the house happened to be like a professor of anthropology,
Yeah.
and one of his hobbies was to create fertility staffs,
Oh.
like tribal fertility staffs, so he built his own. This was the least penis-like one
Gotcha. Okay.
there is. And as you can see, that's
It's still kind of a
pretty
head of a
phallic.
dick. Yeah. Yeah.
But the other ones, like, man, one of them was literally like, it was like a giant fucking cock at the top, and then the cock itself had 2 pairs of tits on it.
What?
Yeah, instead of balls, it had tits.
Oh.
Yeah, and then it would like cascade down into another one, and then it was just like built out of cocks.
Jesus
That kind of,
Christ.
it was like a human centacock
Yeah,
kind
right.
of thing going on,
Right.
where each cock entered the other cock's balls
Right.
through the head.
You
Anyway,
kept that one too, right?
I tried to. There was. I was trying to take like 3 or 4 of them, dude. There was like 100 of these. This guy just sat on his fucking porch whittling cock staffs.
That's the fucking life, dude.
Yeah, he also looked like a crazy motherfucker. He looked like a Watcher from Buffy. I don't know if you get that reference.
Is that like a bald dude?
No, he had like long hair and like glasses. And he looked in Buffy. I don't remember what the name of the fucking dude is, but it's Donald Sutherland who plays him. He's got like long, kind of like wispy hair. He looks like kind of a weird wanderer type.
Oh, I was thinking like Brandon Lee.
He did actually kind of look like Brandon Lee, but
Okay.
old,
Okay, yeah.
and then with a beard.
Oh shit.
Okay. Yeah, he was like half Japanese or something like that.
Oh shit. Okay.
But he had this crazy like study up in the main floor. And long story short, I got this cool fucking staff out of it because it's the least penis like one, and I was like, oh, I could just walk around with that without everyone realizing it's a penis.
Yeah.
I mean, one day when I need a staff or
Yeah.
a cane.
Yeah, I think I remember you talking about that. Like, you were trying to get a bunch, but then you ended up only getting like one.
Well, I brought this one home one day and I put some aside,
Yeah.
and then the person who was in charge of like clearing the place out on my day off, I guess just threw them out because she was like,
Right.
these are in the way. I can't blame her, but it was annoying.
Right. Yeah. Did you, when you walked back onto the site, were you like, "Where are my cocks?"
Anybody see my cock staffs?
Yeah.
I had several cock staffs over here.
They were pieces of art.
Problem is they were also like covered in like mold and shit, so I had to like clean them all off. I'm just there on the front porch on my break polishing off these cocks.
Picture this. I'm sweating.
Oh, I just realized my fly is undone again.
Uh.
These goddamn jeans. I wonder if there's a way to... can you fix that on a fly? Or is it just like, that's the end of those pants?
That's a good question.
Because these are my best fitting pants.
Yeah. I have that like fucking autism thing where I just buy like 7 of the same pant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that too.
Yeah. So I have like 6 of these pants and like 5 of these shirts.
I never buy a single item.
Yeah. Right.
Like, I'll always get like 2 variants of it.
Yeah. Yeah. When I see
If I like something and I try it on and I like it, then I'll be
Yeah.
like, All right, well, this may not be here the next time you need it.
Right. Yeah, I get like that too. Like when I see like I don't know if you ever watch like shows and stuff where like a character will like open up their closet and it's all just like the same fucking outfit, right? It's like a bit.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
did an episode about it on Doug.
Yeah. Right. Like that's I aspire to be that fucking autistic with my
Right,
clothes.
right.
Because I don't want to think about it. I just want to like I don't care that much. Like I care a little
Yeah.
bit. I want to look put together, obviously. Like I don't want to look schlumpy. or
Right, but
schlubby
like
all the
I
time.
like the idea of like I have an outfit. I'm a
Exactly.
character in
Yes.
people's lives,
Yes.
and this is what I look like.
Yeah. Autism goals right there.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking have a conversation about what I'm wearing every time I'm wearing something eye-catching that's new.
Yeah. Yeah, like every once in a while it's fine. You know, you're wearing something interesting, like whatever, but like yeah, just be that guy. Yeah. Something soothing about that.
Yeah, I mean, I typically go through a cycle where I have like 3 outfits and that's all I wear.
Yeah.
And then I might change out like the undershirt,
Yeah.
but overall it's like 1 pair of pants
Yeah.
and then like a rotating roster of 3 hoodies.
Right.
One of them is a zip up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the goal, man.
So like I might get some variety with the zip up because the shirt underneath might be different here and there,
Mm-hmm.
just out of where we are in the laundry cycle.
Yeah. God, dude. When I was a fucking kid, I was disgusting. I would wear like the same pair of pants like 2 weeks straight.
Well, I was like that too. I smelled bad because I wore shirts. It was like right around the time where your body starts deciding to like smell. Like when like the beginning of puberty when you don't know how to regulate your sweat.
Yeah, right.
And but I wasn't like my parents were okay money wise, but they weren't like fucking rolling in it. But they were wealthy enough to get me like they'd get me like a nice outfit.
Yeah.
But it's like there's your nice outfit.
Right.
You only got that one. The rest of your clothes are pretty basic
Yeah.
and not cool.
Yeah.
You know? So like I would just kind of try to get some mileage out of that nice one.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then you end up being the smelly fucking guy.
Oh yeah. Dude, I had hand-me-downs my entire fucking life because my parents like never bought me shit. And it was like all of my shirts had like grease stains.
Oh,
from,
that's
like,
brutal.
20 years of like just this shirt being in the family. Like
Yeah, you're
so-
looking like fucking Pigpen walking into school.
yeah, exactly. It fucking sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, I would never go with visible stains. That was too far from me.
Yeah.
But I would be like, well, it's on the back. Nobody looks at my back.
Yeah.
we had this store called Randy River, and it was like I don't know, it was kind of like Hot Topic way before Hot Topic ever existed.
Okay.
And even Hot Topic we didn't have for a while. We had Spencer's, it was called.
Spencer's Gifts.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
which I think is now just Hot Topic is kind of taking it over up here, it looks like.
Oh.
But anyway, we had Randy River, and they used to have these like what do you call them? Like collared short sleeve shirts.
Oh yeah, polos.
No. They were like dress shirty. They're almost like Hawaiian shirts,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but they weren't necessarily Hawaiian patterns.
Yeah.
Like they had like different ones.
Yeah.
They like, you know how you see those guys with like the DBZ ones? Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they also maybe sold those, but they
Yeah.
didn't they sold like different ones.
I had this one where a phoenix was fighting a snake on the back, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, there was a dude I knew who was a buddy of my older brother's who had a pretty sick like 2 dragons fighting shirt.
Fuck yes, dude.
I kind of want to bring those shirts
I know.
back.
That shit's like pretty sick, honestly.
I might. Could you imagine? Have you ever seen the subreddit Dragons Fucking Trains?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, that'd be a pretty sick
Yeah.
t-shirt. Like nothing graphic, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like the train would be
No.
covering up all the important parts.
Right. Well, yeah. But it's just this dragon like going yeah.
Like really getting in there. I don't know who started that, but
yeah.
that's like man-made ChatGPT stuff.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, yeah.
I asked ChatGPT to draw a picture of a peanut butter jelly sandwich as a ninja the other day. It actually did a pretty good job. That's the next step in the podcast is we need to be able to pull these things up. Because right now you just have to believe me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That could be a lie.
Yeah, who knows? You know that show Hot Ones?
Yeah.
With the barbecue, buffalo wings shit. There's another show called Cold Ones. What if we're the medium ones?
The
what if that's
room temp ones?
The room temp ones. What if that's the name of the podcast?
I mean, I feel like we both have the voice for like jazz radio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Coming up next, Kenny G.
That was Duke Ellington with Sweet Operative 117. Funny story about that song. I actually heard it for the first time in 1972.
Wow.
I was murdering a man.
I was at your wedding. Oh, sorry. Did you say you were murdering a man?
Yeah. We can move on.
Okay. I was at your wedding to your beautiful ex-wife. Rest in peace, by the way. Wait a minute.
My co-host seems to be noticing a pattern. Speaking of which, here's Patterns by
Kenny G. Yeah. God damn.
Yeah. All right. So first things first, we get rid of the Batman. We put some better artwork up.
Yeah.
Dragons fucking Trains is a great idea for some patch art.
Yeah. It'd be cool to like also just have like a video behind us.
Like a screen?
Yeah.
We could always move this TV.
Yeah. Just something to like like on TikTok, everything has like Subway Surfers on it, right? Did you know that trend?
No.
So like there will be like a video playing and in the corner they'll have like a mobile game playing so that like people are so bad with their attention spans that they can watch the mobile game being played while they listen to like the podcast or whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked. Yeah, so we just need like a little like I don't know, it can be playing like Banjo Kazooie or like I don't know, something in the background.
Yeah, I mean, you know what we could always do is just fucking throw a green piece of paper right here.
Oh yeah.
And then just put a green screen.
Oh, I actually love that because then we can we could do our podcast is just talking about the next podcast, but we could do we could like edit stuff in, you know, like bits and stuff, you know, calling us out.
True.
That'd be pretty funny, actually. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. What if next episode we do a best of?
You know, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just listen to this podcast again and we go like, wow, those are some great moments.
That is a great idea.
Yeah.
Yo, and every fucking clip should just be like us laughing, but not actually showing the context. Oh man.
Yeah. This is good. This is a good podcast idea.
I do think also it would be a cool idea if we did like a Bizarro day where we did that, like the podcast theme changes every like fucking 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
where we're all of a sudden different characters.
Yeah. Like alternate universe or like.
Yeah.
timeline.
Like it's a multiverse thing where the podcast keeps fucking around.
Yeah.
The multiverse keeps fucking around and we keep changing.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, remember when I was trying to figure out what that thing was? It goes on here.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Yeah. It's like a good bit.
It's a good bit, but it would require us to...
It's a lot of fucking work.
We'd have to... There'd be some costume changes.
Yeah. Yeah. And if I'm Asian for one, I'm going to be Asian for like 5 of them.
Yeah. Listen, I'm getting some fucking mileage out of the Asian costume.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do like a geisha cast.
Yeah.
Where we're dressed in full geisha makeup. That would be fucking wicked.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
I had an
Next
idea
time.
for a sketch, but it requires a lot of people. But I thought it'd be really funny to do a podcast. It's like bros talking, like what's happening right now. But then a bunch of podcasts team up, and they all try to make like a mega podcast, and it's a bunch of bros. And now there's like 15 guys.
Yeah.
They're all in like this tiny little room. They're all talking over each other.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, in the chaos, you'll get like a clear line from one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just them saying like some sort of fucking cliche bro line.
Right.
You know, like if you're not learning, you're going backwards, or
Right.
just stupid
Yeah.
shit like that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that.
But we need like 15 fucking dudes to do it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I mean, I know enough comics that I could probably get 6 or 7.
Yeah. Well, if you tell 3 friends and then they tell 3 friends.
I mean, the bottom line is we need to write it first and then go to them and be like, I have a role for you.
Yeah.
Because if you just go up to comics and be like, I got this bit idea I want to do, it never fucking happens.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that more than most, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, based on the fact that we have one sketch out there.
Yeah.
Let's go to that right now.
Yeah. What's the?
You did?
Yeah, I know you say you didn't have money, but this one's on me, dog.
Cheers, bro.
Hell yeah.
I got you something.
I thought you said you didn't have money, dude.
No. Open the card. I knew how much you wanted it.
Hallmark. There's a card for that. Wait, so you just bought this off the rack, man?
Yeah.
Wow. Remember that time?
This is gonna throw everybody off because I'm wearing different glasses. Maybe it won't. Maybe nobody notice. Everybody, all of the viewers that we don't have yet.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've read the subreddit for our podcast, and people are concerned, Keith.
I've read the subreddit. Whew. We should start a subreddit before the podcast comes out, as
Yeah.
if it's been out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Be like, we heard about this podcast.
Yeah. We heard.
We heard about this. Well, we won't tell them it's us. We'll,
Yeah. Yeah. Is it weird that we didn't like introduce ourselves?
oh yeah. Well, we don't have a name for the show yet.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We need a name for the show. We need our names because I'm not going by my real name.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Draconis.
Draconis? I don't think anyone's going to take anybody seriously with the name Draconis.
Yeah. You fucking watch me, dude.
If you're not a vampire, you're not allowed to be Draconis.
Yeah.
Draconis is like, that sounds like a cool black grandson's name.
My God.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you'll never actually meet Draconis, but you'll be hearing about how well he's doing from the grandma all the time.
Yeah.
My daughter's son, Draconis. He's over at U of T.
Uh-huh.
He's working in the law department. He's working in the law department. He doesn't actually go to the school. He just works there. He's a janitor. That's my grandson, Draconis.
He has a fucking Harry Potter spell. for a
Yeah.
name. That is so funny.
Draconis.
Draconis. Oh. He's not
Draconis
here.
Lamar Johnson, get in the car.
Yeah. And I said, Draconis, if you don't quit playing on that.
Draconis, what about your studies?
Damn. Yeah, this is good stuff.
Yeah,
This is, fantastic.
it's good shit.
Yeah.
Draconis is a pretty cool fucking name, I gotta
It
admit.
is
but-
fucking sick. Holy shit. Yeah, so you're going to call me Draconis.
All right.
now.
We'll have a marquee above your head right now at this point. I'm starving myself lately.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm at a point now where I don't get hungry as nearly as often. I think I've successfully shrunk my stomach now that I don't need a lot of food,
Yeah.
which is helpful.
Yeah, you've transcended. Soon you'll just be fucking floating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sick.
That's my problem though, is I can't ever just be maintaining. I'm either gaining or losing. I can
Yeah.
never just be.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I always do that thing like when I'm at my thinnest. Like I'm always like, well, it's just a cheat day, in for a penny, and then it's like I have like short-term memory. I'm just like, well, another cheat day, and it's like I look back and I'm like, I had like 6 cheat days last week.
In
You
a
know?
cheat week.
Yeah. And then I'm like, well, I mean, fuck it, like whatever. And then I just stop caring. Eventually.
Yeah,
So-
I have this thing where I'll be like, well, there's this holiday or whatever, and that's why I'm eating like crazy.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, I'm still using that excuse. It's like 3 weeks later.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Well,
you
it's
know.
the come down from.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah. Memorial Day.
We're
come
all
down.
feeling that one,
Yeah.
right? People always say shit like that too. Oh, Christmas gets us all, eh? And it's like, okay, but why are we making so much food then?
Right.
Like a lot of people tell me that where they're like, oh yeah, it's the holidays. It's hard to not eat or eat. I'm like, yeah, because everybody's making way more than they fucking need.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I fucking visited my parents. We went out drinking like every fucking night.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they get drunk.
Nice.
They get crunk. But yeah, like every fucking night, like drinking and like eating so much fucking food. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, say no at some point?
Right.
Be a bitch in front of my mom? You know? Shit.
But say no to drinking.
Yeah.
She would consider that.
She called me a bitch.
She'd call you a bitch.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm not joking. She kind of would, honestly.
That's pretty funny.
She has that ball busting kind of way about her.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if I didn't have good reason, I'd probably say yes.
Yeah. You drink with your parents?
Not really. My dad was not really a drinker. I mean, he'll have a drink or two here and there, but actually not even really that much anymore.
Yeah.
And my mom will drink wine at like family events, but she doesn't really drink. She did for a while because she worked at like a wine shop after she retired. She was like, I just want something to do.
Yeah.
So she went and got a job at like the wine rack or whatever. I think it was the wine rack. Or
Oh, yeah.
no, it was the wine shop, the one that's in Loblaws. And when she was working there, like part of her job was to like try the wines and stuff. She'd have to like she'd get a couple bottles. I don't know if it was weekly or monthly or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, I'm getting more booze than I can drink.
Right.
So for a while, I used to just get fucking bottles of wine off her all the time for free.
Shit.
But I think she was probably drinking more than usual. But in general, she wasn't really much of a drinker either.
Yeah. You drink with your brothers?
Not really. Both of
Whoa.
them are not they like classy drinking,
Okay.
whereas I'm more of a binger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You like tie one on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
and
go
like
ham.
they'll get drunk and all, but
Yeah.
they're more of like my brother likes expensive alcohol, so he doesn't have a lot of it. Because he's like, I'm not gonna just pound this shit back because I prefer to just buy. I think he likes the Prestige.
Okay. The
and then-
movie.
yeah, he likes the movie The Prestige. He likes getting hammered to the movie The Prestige.
Watching the Prestige, yeah.
Alone in a dark room. That's
Yeah.
it. Nobody else.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and he calls me every time, and he goes, "I watched it. I saw The Prestige again. It never dawned on me." Anyway,
That's interesting. Like my parents, we get drunk.
when we all lived in Ajax, like we went out together more often.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, my older brother lives up the street, but he also works like shift work, so like he's not really available to drink all the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're not like I'm a bar goer,
Yeah.
but both my brothers were never really bar goers.
Yeah.
They're better with their money.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can't do the cocktail bar thing too much, but I like cocktail bars.
I got a good friend of mine who does like social media posting for various like bars and like cocktail liquors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I did a private show for him one time. like I just went over to his place. It was for his wife's birthday. He wanted me to just do comedy. It was actually pretty crazy that he got me to do this because I was like, oh man, like having one comedian's pretty. Like you might maybe just have like a warm up person and then me. And he goes, nah, one person's fine. So I went over there. I gave him like a really good deal because it was a buddy of mine or whatever. But I went over and I did like 15 minutes of comedy, and then he also just happened to have like a wall of all these alcohols that he'd been giving his samplers. Like for stuff that he was posting on Instagram or whatever like that. He had like, I don't know, like 50 or 60 different types of whiskey and like a bunch of different fucking all kinds of like liquor. It was wild. He made me a Negroni.
Yeah.
Which I'd never had before.
That's my drink nowadays.
I don't really understand the hype.
It's just like herbally and bitter. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's why I don't like it. It's the bitters. I'm not into the bitter stuff.
Yeah. That's my jam. I like the bitter.
I like sweet and hot.
Sweet and hot.
Yeah.
All right.
Or like sweet and savory.
I like that. Yeah. Wait, what is a sweet and hot drink? Like a...
Oh, I don't know. That it doesn't really exist in drinks. I just mean like hot honey.
Oh.
You know, like wings.
Oh, spicy.
Like if we're, well, okay, I know I'm pivoting here, but
No, it's fine.
if we're talking wings, I'm like I like sweet, but I also like it spicy.
You like the Thai shit.
I don't mind. I'm kind of over the Thai. If you mean like the sweet chili,
Yeah.
I'm over that flavor because I've had it too much.
Huh.
But I mean more like straight up like Frank's and honey is solid.
What?
Like Frank's hot sauce with honey.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like hot dogs with honey.
Oh no, we don't call them Frank's up here very often. We
Gotcha.
do, but we don't often.
Right.
It's a hot dog, or
What?
well, that's how the French say it. They just drop the H.
Yeah.
Hot dog.
Gotcha.
You know what's always thrown me off about the French is they don't pronounce the H. And I understand that. So like they can't say hi. They would go aye. I mean they wouldn't. They would say hello. But even still,
Yeah.
they'd say hello instead of hello.
Mm-hmm.
But they also don't pronounce it in the th sound. So like my name, they would say Keat.
Oh yeah.
But it's like a different sound.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying like it seems like they have a thing against the letter H. in general.
Yeah. It just seems like it's they just don't like H.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like, oh, we never learned how to say this.
Yeah. Interesting, yeah. I wonder what that is. Keat. Hear me now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hear me now. That's more Jamaican.
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever I sometimes try to do Jamaican and I sound Irish or vice versa.
I think
They're kind of similar.
well, yeah, they are. They're both kind of like rhythmic-y.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like on The Simpsons where he's like, oh no, they're Irish. They always talking like sing-songy rhymes or whatever. And he's like, oh, making fun of our syntax, are we?
That's good.
Or they always end things in a question.
Right.
Having a bit of a lazy go.
Fucking had an Irish friend who used to live in Toronto and he moved. But that shit was so fun. He just had like these fucking sayings all the time. You know?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm sweating more than a nun in a cucumber field or whatever the fuck he'd say.
Right.
Shit's so good. It's just like, it's good just flavoring for life, you know? Fuck.
It's funny you brought up that expression and expressions like, or like a whore in church or like
Right.
what's the other one I heard? A gay guy at a Russian bathhouse or Balkan bathhouse or something. I don't know what it was.
Right.
But all of them suggest that there's a guy who shows up and they're like, oh my God, sex organs. How am I going to stop myself from having all of them?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, they just need one, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at all these cucumbers.
Yeah. Yeah, like what
I
is
can
that?
resist one cucumber. I
Yeah.
can't resist hundreds of cucumbers. It's a
Oh,
field,
like, yeah.
a whole field of cucumbers.
Yeah. It doesn't
One
make
of
any
these is
sense.
going in my pussy.
At least. But I'm unsatiable. And a nun for some reason? I don't know.
All right. Well, listen, there's going to be some kinks.
Yeah. Yeah, if you think we're podcasting, we're not even podcasting.
Yeah, we're not even podcasting yet.
Just you fucking wait, dude. Coming up next.